Trump's entire crypto summit guest list just dropped. And unsurprisingly to Bitcoiners, it's just a bunch of shitcoiners for the most part. Let's take a look at the list. And welcome back, everyone. That's right. You most likely saw the list of attendees that was floating around from the account Whale Panda, and a lot of people had retweeted that list, myself included. I also saved it. I thought that list was accurate, but as it turns out, there was a post from crypto and AI czar David Sachs indicating that, lo and behold, that list, or any of the lists that are circulating, seem to be mostly fake. But he did retweet Eleanor Tourette, and it seems that he is supporting the people, supporting that her list is accurate, but that it's incomplete. So we are going to use this one because at least he confirms that the people on this list here are accurate. So let's dive into it. Here's the tweet from Eleanor. And we can see here, no surprise, right? We've got Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple. We've got CFTC chairman. We've got CEO of Anchorage. We've got Crypto.com CEO. All right, the Winklevi, the Robinhood app CEO, Kraken FX. All right, obviously Michael Saylor. All right, Brian Armstrong from Coinbase. That we had already known. Sergey Nazarov, the CEO of Chainlink. Kyle Samini from Multicoin Cap, who is just a horrible shitcoiner. Let's see, Zach from World Liberty Fi, the guy from Exodus Wallet, which we actually knew about that yesterday, so this was actually correct, and then Matthew Hong from Paradigm, Dave Bailey from Bitcoin Magazine, and most recently we found out there was also this person here, the CEO of Falcon X Network, which I can pretty much guess is a shitcoin, of course. And most recently added was the CEO of Polymarket, Shane Copeland. Bitcoiners like Callie alluded to what's real here, and that is exactly this, right? Nobody represents us, nobody speaks for us, we have no leaders, and he's talking about Bitcoin. But I will say this, right? I do see that there is a serious lack of representation from Bitcoin, and there are indeed, a few Bitcoiners that could be very good in this type of situation. One example that I could give, I'm actually kind of surprised that nobody from the Bitcoin Policy Institute was invited there. More specifically, David Zell. David Zell is an excellent speaker, very knowledgeable. And I just don't understand why someone like him isn't there. But if I zoom out, right, and I'm just honest with myself, and I take a look at not only the people that are there, right, but their specific positions, I mean, you can see that this is really about the marketing of Bitcoin and the marketing of crypto. They've just got a whole bunch of people together, right? People from exchanges, people from, like the CEO of Polymarket, right, which is essentially just gambling. We're not really seeing policy driven, I would say, people that are going to this summit. This is more of like sales. Now, some people were alluding to this being a conference. It's also not a conference either. It's a summit. It's a roundtable. So for the people who have ever done that type of thing, which I have, there's usually not a lot of people that they want invited, right? Because they're actually trying to formulate plans. They're most likely going to break up into teams and stuff like that and work on, little projects or whatnot, or at least try to come up with, some type of strategy. A lot of people are waiting to see what's going to happen. Like, you get this general feeling, this overall feeling in the market right now. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of uncertainty, and it genuinely seems like there's a whole bunch of players that are just waiting to see what comes of this crypto summit thing. Now, for the people who are looking at this in terms of trying to figure out, like, oh, is this going to be a situation where Bitcoin pumps or something like that? Look, I'd obviously love Bitcoin to do what it does, right, and move higher. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like this is another one of these sell the news events, as we've seen most recently. For whatever reason, I guess it's part of the overall sentiment in the market right now. Anything good that happens seems to be an opportunity to sell, right, and essentially push the valuation of Bitcoin down. So I'm not holding my breath, that all of a sudden we're going to have this like massive Omega candle or something like that. Of course, I'd be thrilled to see it. I'm not going to lie, but I genuinely feel like this crypto summit thing is going to be a sell the news event. And I'm also not really I'm not really so confident that anything worthwhile comes out of this, because it really, I just can't shake this feeling that all of this is just building the next bubble that we're going to have, and this is going to be the I've been trying to find a term for it. I'm calling it the everything crypto bubble. This is just my feeling. It's just speculation. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't even know if it's going to happen. But when I look at history, I can't help but shake that feeling that all of this is just building up for a massive bubble. Anyways, yep, good stuff that we were able to get the proper names from that list, because the other list from Whale Panda was actually, I can't even say that it was necessarily worse. It was just different. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Catch you on the next one.